And before we start, guys, I wanted to give a big shout out to Future World Sport for allowing me to use their platform and studio here to do this episode. A great opportunity, a great privilege, and keep your eyes out. There's always great events, merch, and opportunities for you to connect with other entrepreneurs here. So, reach out to Community Love Norfolk or Future World Sports on Instagram or any social media platforms and get connected. Continue on the next episode.
Like an intercom system.
Really?
This is literally the same exact stuff.
What got you into wanting to be in that? Like, did you fly planes growing up or anything like that? Did you have family that flew?
So I legit got my EMT to be a lifeguard supervisor, and I worked my way through the system, and now I'm a flight paramedic. So it's like we have a pilot, and there's 2 flight paramedics who treat the patients.
Oh, okay, I got you. So and like, what, have you had experience in medicine before that or anything at all? Like,
yeah, I've been working on an ambulance for 9 years.
Oh, okay. Thank you for. Well, wait, did you serve or just
No.
I like private contract?
No, so Dare County, the Outer Banks.
Yeah,
that's where I'm from. I just moved here from. I've been there 17 years. I did ocean rescue on the beach from 18 to 25, and then from 21 to now, I've been on an ambulance.
How do you like it? Like, is it much of a difference in like? Is it?
It's the best thing in the world. It's the most rewarding job, but it also sucks the life out of you.
But in a sense of what? Just like the time it takes, like
the time, the shit you have to deal with. Did you ever hear about that kid that flipped his Jeep on the bridge down there that burned up alive? He was from up here.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
no.
so I've had 2 calls in 5 years where I've had like kids burn up in front of me on bridges because like we can't do anything.
Yeah, why? It's just because you can't, because you never know it's got to blow up or anything like that, or like what is the procedure?
And we're not technically a rescue squad. We're just so up here, fire and EMS are combined.
Okay.
North Carolina separate in some places. So we have town fire departments, and then the county is an EMS system.
Okay.
So I work for the county EMS system. So I work predominantly as a paramedic on an ambulance and the helicopter now. So when I see shit like that, like I can't jump into a fiery car.
Got you. Even if you're trained, qualified, the whole night, everything.
I am paid to take care of myself, my partner, and whatever patient is still alive.
Has that affected like anything, like morale or anything for yourself? Like in a sense, you're
No.
so quick to want to help, and it's like, dang.
I study more to do more.
Oh, okay.
It's like I work harder so that the patients that I can deal with, I can give them the full fledged, and the patients I can't, it's like that's one of the things you have to let go. Because if you keep that, it's going to kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't say, well, it's like how, like, I mean, I can't even imagine like someone who can, like, not many people can even, like, how do you mentally deal with that? Honestly, like, especially watching people be burned up like that's
It's taken time. I definitely have my
if you don't mind me asking.
No, yeah, perfect. I mean, this is something that should be talked about more often.
Yeah.
You learn to cope with it. I used to drink like a whole bunch of sodas. I used to be like 300 pounds. Like I used to eat a whole bunch of food and be lazy, play video games 12 hours a day. Now I've developed this more healthier lifestyle. Like I've started the Perphorm company. I've started helping other people lose weight. I've lost weight. I run daily as much as I can. I've increased my nutrition. Book therapy is huge. Like I'm huge into book therapy. So reading is like
book therapy.
Yeah.
Is there like a certain like chain of things you have to do? Or are you just saying just read in general?
Just reading in general, depending on whatever takes your mind away from the negative thoughts, and like I like books of like everyone's like, oh, David Goggins is such a overdrawn individual. It's like I like what he preaches though. I like the aspect of being like pushing yourself beyond what we think we can do. So it's like that's where I try to push myself in like the mental aspect. Like, hey, like I know I have mental health issues. I know I have depression, anxiety, PTSD from EMS, but that's not going to be my label. It's not going to be in my fucking Instagram bio.
Yeah. Oh, you know dude. I mean? Yo, it's so, and that's so crazy because I was thinking, watching like on like like it was someone just made a good point saying like, look at like how people are so mentally like narcissistic, I think is the good term I'm thinking of. It's just like, it's like they're like in a breakdown mentally, like crying, and like, oh wait, let me put this on Instagram and post it. And it's just like, I understand, like, I mean, everyone has their battles, but it's just 100%. Like, I don't know about like, and at that point it makes me think like, are you using it just for gratification, for like that fake love that the internet, which we shouldn't even be going for, talk about mental health, what I mean, that should be talked about more.
That's the absolute, the foundation of mental health, really. Yeah. It's like, a lot of people put that stuff out there because like they don't, it may not be their family home, they may not get attention. So it's like, what other ways are to get attention nowadays other than OnlyFans?
No cap, that's why I gave up on Tinder and all that stuff. I'm like, yo, literally all these girls are just promoting OnlyFans. I was like, damn.
They're like just like, yo, 2 McDoubles a month and you can see my titties. It's like, nah, dude, I'd rather go get 2 McDoubles.
Yeah. Dude, shit. No, literally, my God. And that's another thing that's so crazy about like this culture, right? It's just like promoting such like provocative and like,
dude,
like why? Like
the sexualization of like nowadays is fucking insane. Like
what's your opinion? Like, have you thought about like why this like our culture in America has changed so vastly? Because if you don't mind me, I'm 28. You know, so
I just turned 31 on the 9th.
Hey, happy birthday, hey, happy birthday, brother! Let's go, savage. It's been a while since I used that, so I'm glad I remembered it.
that whole setup is fucking sick.
Oh, but we can collaborate if you ever want to do your own like show. I can see you doing your own like
eventually
show.
I'd like to bring like the mental health and nutrition aspect more into, but everyone's this is nothing against you.
No, not at all.
Everyone's a fucking podcaster.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, hey, I have a thought to get out there. That's cool. Maybe some of you should just shut the fuck up, because I listen to some of those things. I'm like, it's like, we just did this thing at the department I work at. We did a DISC assessment.
What's that? If you don't mind.
So DISC assessment is like a personality trait, right?
Okay.
So I was labeled a D, and when it comes to being a D, like DISCK.
Okay. Because he's throwing the D out there. You gotta
cut that shit out. So it's DISC. So it's like 4 individual personalities. I think it's like a professional development workplace personalities.
Okay.
And D's, they believe their opinion is truth.
Okay.
That's where all you podcasters should stop doing podcasts, because your opinions aren't fucking truth. That's where that mass is like, everyone thinks like I love freedom of speech. First Amendment, phenomenal, awesome. I want everyone to be able to talk. But I don't want to see your $40,000 production and your 20 likes on Instagram. I don't give a shit.
And then also too, it's just like, again, I think it's also going back to like another outlet that people are looking for to be heard.
It's a phenomenal outlet. I love it.
Yeah.
Not everyone's meant to do it. I'm glad you can buy the equipment. That's cool. Like, I eventually want to get into this because like I enjoy talking and sharing, and people tend to think when they meet me, I can be, I don't know. They think I'm intense, intimidating, but that's in like the medical world. Like when I'm training on the ambulance, like I'm not working at Dollar Tree. We're dealing with people's lives. I'm going to be intense. If you don't want to be that intense, go work at Dollar Tree. No problem. $1.79 everything. Go sell that shit. Not even $1 anymore. But yeah, just.
Yeah, but I was going to say, definitely your presence, you're just definitely like, oh shit, like this motherfucker can do some shit. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. First time I met you, I was like, oh shit. But then you can, like everyone though, instead of just going off of assumption, right? What you think, take the time to have conversations, because I used to be very judgmental. Like I used to be able to take a snapshot of someone I first met, and I was wrong like probably 60% of the time. So that's like one thing about EMS, like meeting new people, learning with other providers. Like you understand that they aren't what you see until you sit down and just have a conversation. Well, I go back actually, because you were talking about, like David Goggins, stuff like that. Like what inspired, like what was that trigger in your life that motivates you? I mean, 300 pounds, I couldn't even believe that you were 300 pounds, especially the shit you've been doing, dude.
The heaviest I was 310.4, and David Goggins came in. Well, initially I watched Nick Bear run Leadville 100. And I was like, holy fucking shit. Like these guys are running 100-mile races in like the mountains of Colorado. I think it's like 24,000 feet of elevation change going up the mountain and down. I think it's Hope Pass. I don't want to fuck that up.
No, I'll look it up if anything. I'll put it up on here. Ding, somewhere over there.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
And so I learned about Nick. I learned about Bear Performance Nutrition, and I was just like, I want to read more about these ultra marathons. And someone's like, hey, you should read about David Goggins, because like everyone was talking about him, like Joe Rogan. He was on all those things, like, oh, he's a Navy SEAL. It's like,
what year was this, if you don't mind me asking? I mean,
this is 2022. This is
2022.
Barely 3 years ago. Like this is like a 3-year transformation that's just starting now.
Wow.
Like I like to tell a lot of people, it's like I only really started existing in my own mind when I was 28.
Really?
Like that's when like this version of me became. So.
Yeah, that's actually phenomenal you say that, because I actually had a conversation with someone too, because she's just she's like always overthinking about the future. I'm just like, you're only 23, you still figure out who you are.
Yeah, like the first 28 years is like I just look back, I'm like, I was a kid, I was doing stupid ass shit, not saving money, spending all my money, like just not understanding like just who I was, why I did certain things. Like now that I'm learning the foundation of who I am, why, certain things like Pokemon cards. I've been in Pokemon cards lately because I used to do them when I was younger. So now it's just like now it's something I've been enjoying. It's like, okay, but I know I have my ADHD tendencies to hyper focus things.
Yep.
So I have to realize when I'm getting in too deep and dial myself back and realize how to click out of it.
Is that why you actually got into medical? Because you're hyper focused on like how much you can learn in the medical field?
A lot of us are in the medical field have some sort of aspect of like attention deficit disorders or like hyperactive disorders. Is just because like we are very good in high stressful environments. Like when I'm in a stressful environment and I'm working, everything slows. Like everyone, like there could be cars exploding around you, and I'm treating a medical patient. It's like I don't realize all that's happening. All I see is what's in front of me. I see the patient, how they're presenting, what the monitor is saying, like what my next thing is going to do, and how I'm going to get them to the ambulance. So yeah, I think everyone in that field has some sort of, I don't even want to say it's not like a developmental issue. It's just like we're all just wired that high intensity is what drives us.
Yeah.
So it's like working on a helicopter or working in an ambulance or working ocean rescue. Like these are all adrenaline like pumping things that keep us interested and like motivated to help the public. So it's like, yeah, we're all fucked up out there, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Fuck yeah.
We're all fucked up on holy shit.
Yeah.
But in like the best ways, I think. I think a lot of people they do right by the public. But there's a lot of aspects of it mentally and physically wise, which is why I'm trying to help people more with the company of yeah, we're mentally healthy, also sick at the same time. So it's like if we can do things, reading more books, eating better, talking more, like getting counselors, talking to therapists, like that's a huge thing in the medical field that we definitely need more of.
Yeah.
But it's like that same mentality of like the military for the last like I don't know how many years, like shut up and nut up. It's like, nah, dude, that's why people are fucking killing themselves. Stop saying that shit. Like help each other out.
Yeah. Then you have like that scene from I think it's Full Metal Jacket where the guy's in the bathroom, he just ends up like killing himself or some shit. Spoiler alert, if anyone,
If you haven't seen the movie yet, you go, are you fucking 12?
Well, if you are, you get a bit fucking hip.
Yeah. Go watch the movie. Jesus.
Wait, fuck, see some brains get blown out. You're already playing Call of Duty at fucking 5 years old.
I thought you were going to say, get some bitches.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, why not? Get some bitches. You know what I mean? Shit, there's probably some like 12-year-old pimps out there doing their thing. They're like, what's up? Looking like Cat Williams with their hats and suits. Looking all cool. No, but that's a big... it's interesting, actually. Another conversation I remember is like, you look at like my generation. Well, I guess you're a millennial, right? Yeah, too. Yeah. So it's like our generation. So it's like we hyper fixate on mental disorders. We're the highest, like mental, like we have a higher depression rate. So like you said, suicidal anxiety, stuff like that. And
people wear them like badges. It's like you look at a military uniform. Like people nowadays, like, oh, I'm bipolar. Oh, I'm ADHD. I have autism. Like I have nothing. I don't have anything against like pronouns and stuff like that. You can be whoever you want. I don't give a shit. Just don't bother me. Do whatever you want to do. But a lot of people like they have like this fucking like their Instagram bio is like their whole being. It's like, hey, why don't you just, be yourself? Like you don't have to blast yourself in the world via satellite. Tell everyone like, oh, I got diagnosed with autism. Okay. Sweet. Do you want metal now?
Yeah.
Like, is that what we're doing? It's like, I understand we're trying to spread awareness because it's becoming more of a known thing, more of a broadcast thing in the medical field. And like, we're seeing possibilities of it. Like, I don't know how far back, honestly, like autism, ADHD, like all these sort of things, how far back they go in time that they were undiagnosed. And now it's becoming more of I don't want to say it's like
it's mainstream, bro.
Yeah, mainstream. Yeah, like mental disease is mainstream. Like we're all fucked up in this world. There's not a single person that isn't fucked up in some way. But it's like that's being human. Like that's the thing. Like we live in a shitty world. It's just you deal with the best you can. Try to do good for the people around you, and don't make other people's lives terrible just because I don't know, because you want to, because you feel like they're doing better than you, or you feel like you have a shitty day. Like depression sucks, but don't make other people's lives suck.
Yeah,
exactly.
I want to go back to what you were saying earlier, and I think it's like how there's been an increase in like autism and chronic diseases in this country, and you'd be linked back to, like you said, eating healthy, and look at what the American diet is now.
Oh,
McDonald's, fast food. Well, it's because our society is fast paced. Work.
Yeah,
overstressed.
Oh yeah, dude. The amount of hours we have to work right now just to support life right now. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I mean, me being as big as I am, like I still sometimes eat fast food. It's a terrible aspect that I'm trying to get rid of because I'm in this coaching position now. I'm telling people, hey, you should eat like, oh, this many grams of chicken thighs because it has this much protein and like has a little bit more fat content than chicken breast. But so I still have my not crutches, but like I still have my shitty tendencies and I'm trying to fix myself. Like that's why I created the Perform program because I didn't have that losing my weight. I lost it in a really shitty way of eating 1,500 calories a day, running average 4 miles a day. So it's like I did the complete unhealthiest thing possible and like lost like a significant muscle loss because when you reduce your calories that much, it starts pulling from your muscle sources, starts breaking down muscle for energy.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, yeah, we all eat like shit because we're overworked and we're underpaid. Ta-da!
Mm.
Go to Aldi's. They got some great ass prices there.
Yo, facts.
You-
So
you
shout out to Aldi. So no cap.
You don't have to go to Whole Foods. Listen, organic. Like I like all the words that we put on foods nowadays, but there's so many words that are fear mongering.
Like what?
But it's just like when people are like, "Oh, this is organic." Okay, well, prove it.
Okay.
Prove it that there wasn't some sort of wash down from another farm that brought pesticides to your fruits.
And that's impossible nowadays,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like non-GMO. I could put non-GMO on a fucking Mercury and sell it in a bottle. And people are like, oh, it's non-GMO. Yeah, because it's a natural occurring element. You don't want to drink it because it'll kill you.
Some could get your bottle of Mercury here today on this website. Yeah, no.
Organic, non-GMO, fat-free. No shit.
Whoa, cage-free.
Cage-free.
Cage-free water.
I think cage-free is like, I don't know if you watched the documentary, but it's like all they have to have is like 4 cubic feet of like, it's like cage-free. Free
was
roam.
it a Netflix special or something?
Yeah, it's like free roam on like Purdue chicken and like the requirements to label them
to make it
that's
free range.
Yeah. Free range is like they have like I think like 4 cubic feet of grass. It's like some bullshit like that. It may not be that, but it's something within that ridiculous realm. It's like the food industry is so disgusting. Like that's something I learned getting my nutrition coaching cert. It's just like just the words they use to push a higher priced product that's basically the same as that fucking thing.
What would you say was the most shocking revelation to you when learning more about the food? You know, because it's chemistry. It's food chemistry. You're putting things in your body that you chemically reactions with your body. Like, what was something that really amazed you?
Macronutrients and how important they are.
Macro or micro? Oh, macro.
Macro. So okay, protein, fats, and carbs. How effective they truly are in, like your body, how it's going to look, how it's going to perform. Like that's like the biggest thing when I talk with my clients. It's like, hey, this is all it's like eat within these realms, eat this many calories, fats and carbs. I let them play with them because it's like, you want to eat more fats? Cool. You want to eat more carbs? Cool. They're both fuel sources. One plays a different role in different heart rates, but in the protein, hit your calories, play with those too. That's all it takes.
Okay. So for example, like say you're training like someone that's trying to do triathlon, like would you say consider them to have more fats, like more carbs, like in their diet, like when it comes to like, or is that depending on the individual, like what you like, or what's the actually, yeah, go through the process of when you get someone into your thing.
So say, you know, as you're becoming, you and Keen are my first 2 sponsored athletes. Say, hey, you say Keen to me like, hey, like let's make a macro plan for me so I can make my workouts more efficient. Okay, sweet. Like a couple things I do is like I get your height, I get your age, your weight. I generally try to look at your average steps a day. Okay. So I was like, I look at activity levels, and then you can go online. There's like 4 different calculators you can use to calculate like your maintenance calories, your cutting calories, and your surplus calories. Obviously, if you're working hard, I want you to be eating more in your maintenance because you need more energy. So we'll up your calories by however much, depending on if you're doing a triple workout that day, you're doing a swim, bike, run. Are you just doing a run? Or are you just doing a swim? Because like different workouts have different impacts on the body, right? Yep. So it's like when you're swimming, people think you don't sweat. You fucking sweat when you swim. Okay, that happens. Yeah. Just because you're in the water doesn't mean you're not getting rid of all these electrolytes like you would running or biking. But you got to look at what you're doing, and I'll design the program specifically for that day if you want me to, or we can just create like a general program where you'll maintain like a surplus of calories throughout the week. Okay. But you're working so hard that like that's just there for your energy. So then we'll look at, okay, so if we're doing 3-day workouts, like we want our carbs to be higher. if you're doing recovery days, like usually recovery days, like I'll look at increasing fats more because fats help with like recovery process more than anything.
Really? Why is that?
They tend to say like high saturated fat. If you increase your saturated fat, saturated or unsaturated, if you increase that when you're in injury or in a recovery process, it helps it speed up. It's just like it's essential to um, helping it. That's what I play off of. I'd have
Okay.
to pull up the exact documents I looked into, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it talks about it in the nutrition coaching program. So it's like that's what I program.
Wow. It's pretty crazy because you know how it used to be like, oh, low fat, no fat, like fuck
Dude,
fat, you know. So
oh
yeah,
my god, the no fat era.
yeah.
It's great. So the reason low fat is great is because fat has the highest calorie threshold out of all the macronutrients. Fat is 9 calories per gram, and carbs and protein are 4 calories per gram. So if
Oh,
you
wow.
reduce your fat content, guess what? Your calories go down and you lose weight.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you just cut fat and
That's it.
still eat a bunch of bread.
Yeah. You can still eat a fuck ton of bread, but as long as you eat in a calorie deficit, you'll lose weight. Like that's one of the biggest things people don't realize. You could eat straight Twinkies every fucking day for a month. You're gonna feel like shit. You're gonna look like shit. You're gonna perform like shit, but you will lose weight.
Yeah. Wow.
It's all thermodynamics. If you output more energy than you take in, you're going to lose body fat. That's literally how the fuel sources work. But people nowadays are like, oh, I take ashwagandha. Oh, take this apple cider gummy. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Ashwagandha was it's like a
So ashwagandha is there's a natural herbal supplement that's been introduced in the last couple of years that's supposed to help. It's not really for weight loss. It's for like mood stabilization.
oh, okay for like some people say for like depression, anxiety kind of thing. Okay,
But it's
gotcha.
being pushed through gummies. And the way gummies,
Dude, the way you just like it pushed.
it's being pushed like via gummies from the Goji or Goli company. And like the way ashwagandha works is like, it's sort of like creatine. So
Oh, okay.
you cycle, right? You cycle, I don't know, 30 days on, 30 days off. I don't really know.
Yeah. Well, like creatine, like the cycle of have 30 creatine for 30 days and then 30 off. Or are you saying?
I creatine is still pretty new to me.
Okay, gotcha.
But like with ashwagandha, you cycle on, cycle off. It's not something you take every day. Where creatine, you can be doing 5 grams a day.
Okay, gotcha.
Or you can talk about steroids like Anavar, stuff like that. Like you cycle on, cycle off of steroids. Same thing with ashwagandha when it comes to mood stabilization. But it's just like we're taking all these bullshit things like apple cider gummies now to help me lose weight. Shut the fuck up.
How about Ozempic? How about that?
So Ozempic is a GLP-1 stimulator. So basically what it's doing, it's an appetite suppressant. Hey, do you want to know how to stimulate GLP-1s naturally?
No.
You eat fucking protein. You increase your protein, like your
Okay.
intake. Protein is a natural GLP-1 like aggregate. Like that's what protein does. That's why your satiety increases after eating protein. You feel more fuller because that's what it does. But nowadays people are like, oh, guess what? I'm not going to eat all day, but I'm going to lose a lot of muscle mass. Like you'll see with a lot of these Ozempic patients, like their legs look like they've been laying in bed for 6 months and they lose like a lot of leg mass.
Oh yeah.
Because when they're not eating, it's like, yeah, you're losing fat, but guess where all your energy sources are also at? In your muscle. Your muscle starts breaking down. Like when I lost all my weight because I was eating reduced calories, I wasn't eating enough protein. I wasn't maintaining my muscle.
Yeah, what were you doing like for when you were first starting to lose weight? Like did you get a workout plan? Did you just do cardio? What was your main goal?
I just ran. I ran and I ate less calories. Like running is really what got me into losing weight and increased my mental health.
Okay. So Forrest Gump
basically,
training.
dude. I started running when I was with a long-term girlfriend and I found out that she had cheated on me after I started losing weight. I wanted to get better. And that just accelerated it. And
Damn, that's just weird. You're getting better and they leave. What? Hold up.
like we've been together. We were together for 3.5 years, but we've known each other since we were in high school, and it just went south. Like we were both toxic for each other. She went her way, I went my way. Everything's great now. Got me a beautiful ass girlfriend named Ray.
Shout out.
Shout out, Ray.
No, seriously, the ones without the OnlyFans.
Shout out, Ray at Cycle Bar. Go sign up for memberships.
Oh, let's go. Oh, she's like what? She's a trainer too, or
she's the manager at the Hilltop Cycle Bar. She's also one of the trainers. I forgot the instructors. She's one of the She's one of the instructors there. Get a membership.
That's badass. Wait, so how'd y'all meet? It was just working, you running and
Hinge.
Hinge. Shout out to Hinge.
Here's the funny part about that. She didn't know I lived on Nags Head. Like she didn't know I lived an hour 40 south of here. Like I put my shit on Hinge for like, I think it was like
Got him.
100 miles or something. And we matched and she's like, oh, she's like, where are you from Virginia Beach? I was like, I'm not. I'm from Nags Head. She's like, oh, what the fuck? So
Yo, he's like, all right.
I got that one.
Yeah. He's like, he did just throw the lines. Gotcha. Come back.
Well, on my profile, it's like, I had my jet ski on there, stuff like that. Like I had my thigh tattoo. It's like,
flex.
Like I didn't want to do dating apps. But I was also tired of like fucking around with like the people I was around. Like I've been on the Outer Banks for 17 years. So it's like I wanted to get outside of it.
Mm-hmm. How was your life growing up, if you don't mind me asking? Like, just I know we're kind of hopping ADHD.
Oh, dude, we're all over.
I love it. I love it.
Life in the Outer Banks is fucking amazing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So like, I moved there in 2007 when I was 13 years old. Went to middle school, went to high school. Went to college for a semester, then came back to the beach because fuck college. It's not for everybody.
What were you doing first? What was your just general studies or something like that?
I was going there for graphic design.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not expect you. You were an artist? Like you drew a lot? Or?
I did a lot of freelance Photoshop and video editing from like I don't know, I guess when I was 15. I still do it once in a while, but it's like not like I used to. Like I used to enjoy it a lot, but now like Sony Vegas was my video editing program. I used to love Sony Vegas until Adobe bought it, and I was like, I'm not using this shit anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just enjoyed editing and stuff like that. Like I've done a couple YouTube shows with my buddies. Like we did
What?
Yeah. We did it's called the Deep End YT. It's like it used to be our me and my buddy Nick Brady. We did spearfishing and free diving, and his wife got pregnant, so he got busy, and then my girlfriend cheated me, and I broke up. And like we broke up, and I got into like my health and wellness era. So it's like we kind of stopped. We didn't really have time to do much more on the YouTube channel, but like, dude, some of the videos we made on there, like. They're not the best editing in the world, but it's just free diving in Florida, spearfishing in North Carolina. Like it's awesome shit.
That's so sad. How's it? That's insanely difficult. The spearfishing. So like what even got you? He got you into it, or was it something that you?
So my old EMS partner Brian Evans, he took me out. It was July 2016, and he took me. It was July 2016. I forget what fucking. I think it might have been July 4th in 2016. Oh, wow. He took me out to the Winks Wreck in Kitty Hawk. And he gave me a pole spear, and we were just like diving down in this wreck, which is now covered now because of beach nourishment. Don't get me started on that shit.
Well, no, I kind of want to know now.
Yeah, we will. We'll get into that.
Okay.
So like he just had me with a pole spear fishing like these small ass fish that I should have been doing. Don't be listening up fish and game. Fuck y'all.
Just skip this part if you're.
If you're part of North Carolina Fish and Game, do not listen.
Skip the fucking elevator music.
But yeah, like I would just. Poking and prodding, and I got more into it, and just I became entrapped in free diving and spearfishing just because like diving down on a single breath is like you get that euphoric feeling of like hypoxia, and people are like, oh, it's dangerous. It's like that's the most peaceful place I've ever been in my life. Like the most peaceful time I ever had was me and my buddy Nick Brady, we went down to Florida to shoot a video for the Deep End. Like that was like, we're gonna go to Florida for a couple of days, and we were in this sinkhole just south of Tampa, I think. And the deepest I went that day was 67 feet on a single breath. And just for a moment, like I just looked up and like it's like all this water's above you. You see all the divers, and like I didn't want to come back up. Not in like a way I want to kill myself, but it's like it just felt so good where I was at. It's like I felt natural under the water, which is why I hate heights. Which is weird that I fly in a helicopter, but I hate heights. But I'll be 100 feet of underwater all day long. Yeah.
It's just something about it, just being
height. There's nothing there.
Yeah,
you got nothing.
That's it. That's the ground right there.
If I'm underwater, I know I can kick up.
That is true.
But if I jump out of a plane with a parachute, I'm like, if this parachute don't work, I'm fucked.
Yeah,
there is no coming back from this. I got zero bounce.
Yeah, well, dude, there was this chick. I forgot what show it was. It wasn't 1,000. No. Because she survived. She ended up. It was like on like a National Geographic years ago. But yeah, she survived a skydiving incident.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's like
I can't. No, I thought about it before, and I think I've told Ray before. I was like, oh, I'll try it out with you. And in my mind, I'm like, don't do it.
When I'm dead, throw me off in my casket. Like,
when I die, I told her I was like, you put me on a wooden casket, push me off in the ocean. cover me in gasoline, and hit me with one of those Viking era funerals. Light me on fire and let me just go to the ocean. That's all I want.
Oh,
That's
that
all
would
I
be
need.
so sick. And then you have it where it's like colored fire, so it's green, or just
Oh,
like
yeah,
like perform like the green and fucking blues
I
and
think
shit.
it's zinc. I think.
Oh, zinc makes the colors.
Yeah, so it's different elements. Like
Yeah.
iron makes it more orangish reddish.
Oh, okay.
I
didn't
think
know that.
zinc or it's something like it's different elements.
Do I
make
have
it
coke in
different
my
color.
nose or?
No,
No, I'm not. I just see that. I'm like, what?
Fucking dropped a bump in here.
Oh, sorry. Wait, what are we talking about? But yeah, so I didn't know that the different materials with metal.
Different elements could cause the different colors and flames.
Oh, so that's how the magicians got me. I was like, how are they doing it?
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, right. What the heck? Oh, so I want to go back to when you were just running. Like, did you? Your goal was to lose weight. Did you have a goal of like, okay, I'm going to lose weight to run a marathon, or is it just to lose weight in general? Like I'm gonna do a trial. Okay.
Yeah. So the Leadville 100 was always my goal race.
Okay.
I signed up for this year. They didn't pick me. They picked all the Instagrammers. Sorry, Truett. I'm a little bitch.
What's like a fucking? It's like
so Truett Haynes is Cameron Haynes' kid, and he got into the Leadville 100 and the BPN Ultra Marathon. I'm like, listen, you run great. You bring great things forward, but wow, I should have gone to the Leadville. Just saying.
Wait, so it's like it's like a poll, like a random
it's
poll.
like a lottery, yeah.
Oh, okay, damn.
But it's like anytime there's a lottery, like there's like social media influence. I'm not Truett. I'm not saying you didn't deserve it.
Yeah. But there's definitely, you can't deny the leverage that the Haynes name has. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
His father's phenomenal in the
amazing,
not only backcountry hunting, but just in the physical world and mental world.
Oh, he's a beast. Like I just that when I first Joe Rogan, honestly, Joe Rogan got me into podcasting, and then like it was Cameron Haynes actually was one of the first episodes I listened to, and then from there,
he's got a new book coming out.
Really?
Yeah, I pre-ordered that bitch.
Well, what is it about? Just his run? Like,
I hope it's just another badass book.
Yeah,
like, just any titles I see from like Goggins, like Nick Bear is coming out with a second book. Like I just enjoy them because their mentality is sort of close to mine, where it's like, I want to work harder. I want to become a better version of myself. I don't want to be complacent like I was for 27 fucking years. That's also like growing up. It's like I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
So now it's like I want to do better every day. I want to learn from my mistakes of yesterday.
What would you say for someone out there in the same predicament as you? You know, you're trying to lose weight, or just in that mental hole that you're looking back at yourself. Then, like, what would you say would be the first step that would help them?
Nike, don't sue me for this. Just fucking do it. Like that's like the biggest thing.
Sued. Fuck. Yeah. No.
I think that's the one biggest thing I always told myself. It's like when I tell my running clients, or like when I tell Ray, she's like, "What are you gonna do today?" I gotta go put the fucking shoes on. I don't want to. Like right now, I think I have like 39 miles on the month so far. I'm supposed to be getting 100 miles a month, and I'm just in a funk where I'm like, running is not attractive to me. I feel like I'm burnt out because I've done like 1,300 miles in the last 13 months. So it's like I'm just like mentally and physically burnt out on running, but I'm also like eating like shit. I think I've put on like 8 pounds in the last 3 months because of like this. My seasonal depression hits the living fuck out of me, and I try not to like use it as a crutch throughout the winter times, but it's very difficult, and I'm getting better at dealing with it. So yeah, I just told myself, I was like, you just have to fucking do it, dude.
What tools do you use to help you with that season, those days where you're like, I'm
good? So let me pull up my phone.
Oh, yo, you got an app that yells at you?
No, so I have an app that it's called Dailyo.
Dailyo.
Yeah. So like what it does is like, you can see here, like I write down like how I'm feeling, like what did I do that day? Did I feel tired? Am I hanging out with friends and family? Do I drink water? Did I do my, tired, medium sleep, exercise, drink water, walk, movies, read, like what I did. And essentially it's like, did I do anything that could have possibly created like a negative emotion that caused me to be in this pit that I'm in right now? But this is just like a natural occurrence for me. Like I'll have like a 5-day shitty streak like once in a while where like my brain just puts me in like this shitty hole that's hard to get out of, but I have to force myself to do the activities, like get my runs in, like make sure I get to sleep on time, and I'm not binging, Netflix for 12, 14 hours because the dopamine hit is fantastical. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like I'm trying to do more positive influenced actions to deal with the mental health issues that I have. I'm trying to not be suffocated by them and create a shitty life for myself. So it's like I just have to fucking do the things that I know I need to do.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's just really just showing up for yourself, you know?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's like one of my buddies who's I'm gonna shout him out too.
Yeah. Shout out everybody.
His name is Rob. He works for us down in Dare and also works as a paramedic up in here in Virginia Beach. And he has, I think he may have lost. I think it's 100 pounds by now. His name's Rob Muley, and the respect that man has gained from me because he started counting his calories and started walking more every day, and the physical transformation this man had in the last year, phenomenal. Like I used to dog on him because I was like, hey man, like I wouldn't do it directly to him because like I have an issue sometimes where I don't talk to people. I talk to people indirectly through other people. It's a really shitty thing that I've learned from my childhood.
Oh, okay.
I was always like, this guy's about to have a kid, like he's out of shape. And then he just changed his whole fucking world. And I know what, like, there's not a lot of people who have gained my respect as much as he has because I saw what I did. I saw what he did. And I was like, this dude has the fucking mindset. He knew exactly what he needed to do. He needed to invest in himself, invest in his family and his child and his wife and all that. And I was like, that's what I want every man to be. I don't care where you came from. I don't care how shitty your life was, how good your life was. It's like, as long as you can grasp that concept of investing in yourself and stop worrying about your fucking Ethereum and your fucking Bitcoin, go get a workout in, go throw a smoothie down, go spend time with your kids, go spend time with your wife, make sure your dog takes a piss and doesn't piss on the carpet.
Yeah.
And make sure you pay your bills and do a good job. It's like, that's like the general like mindset of like just being a man nowadays. Because the alpha males, don't get me started on those fucking psychopaths. Oh my god!
Just like the way that the society pushed
the
that.
Alpha males now, if you call yourself an alpha male, guess what? You're a bitch.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Alpha males don't have to say they're alpha. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Is that
it's not even that. Like a man doesn't have to be like, I'm a fucking man. It's like, yeah, you had to say it, didn't you? No one told you were being a man. You had to say you were. Stop being a bitch.
Just that through actions. Actions speak louder than words.
100%, 100 fucking percent. And I could talk all day. It's like, but I strive to do the actions daily because if I don't feel fulfilled as a human being.
And people admire that though, because it's like, if you are performing for yourself, then they have more trust in you that you're going to perform for them when you say you're going to do something. Because how it just shows that you're dedicated. You have discipline to. Like you said, like honestly, there's you've probably seen the clip where David Goggins, he's like, yeah, those shoes. I look at those motherfuckers for 30 minutes before I run.
I fucking hate them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like some days I look at them, I'm like, fuck. I'll text Ray like halfway through like a 5-mile run. I'm like, I'm 3 miles in. I'm like, I don't want to fucking do the rest of this shit. She'll be like, you got to finish. I'm like, I know I have to, but I'm just bitching in the moment. But I'm gonna finish the 5-mile run. And like when I get done, I'm always like, okay, there's those serotonin, there's the endorphins kicking in. It's like now you're feeling better because you accomplished a physical or mental feat for the day. It's like it's like a checkbox for the day.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree with you when it comes to like the mental thing. Like I notice as soon as if I run for like a week, like it's my mental just already I get anxious. I start overthinking. I'm like,
Spark,
I need to go.
Nurk, that's one of the main reasons I moved up here is for the run clubs because like I love seeing the homies crank out a fucking sub 8 5-miler.
Yep.
And at the end, we're all sweating dicks, waiting to see who got the energy cup.
Yeah.
And then we're like, fuck that guy. I should.
Yeah. What the fuck? I sprinted that shit. I did a sub 7. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, they're great. All the communities, man. Like you said, Spark, Nurk, again. It's great too because it's like, a lot of people look at it as a solo sport when, it's another. Because shit, I've been running longer distances with people, with friends, and it just feels like, so much more.
Yeah. Running with friends is fucking awesome. That's like running with your friends, like doing like a 10-mile long run makes it so much easier. Because dude, doing 10 miles solo, like I've done a lot of solo runs in the last 3 years. Some days it's phenomenal. Mental psyche's perfect. Then some days I'm like, I don't want to do this shit.
Yep.
I'm tired. I'm feeling lazy. But just to have someone else to talk to, really beneficial.
And and I can imagine with your team in the medical field, the air, through all the strong, you go through adversity and you become stronger because of what you guys understand, what you guys have went through.
Yeah, it's kind of like trauma bonding.
Yeah, right.
That's basically what the medical field is. Like it's a whole bunch of trauma bonding. But not a lot of them work out together. A couple, like my buddy Ethan White, will go on these runs called night ops.
Night ops. Oh, that's
we'll just go night ops. We'll get some headlamps and when we were doing it, we roll a dice and whatever we rolled, we added on to 6 miles.
Oh shit! Like times 6 or
no? Basically it's like okay, we're doing minimum 6.
Okay, minimum 6.
And if we roll a 6, it's 12 miles. Okay. He rolled a 4 one night. I was like, fuck. fuck, 10 miles, fuck. But it was a great 10 miles. Like we enjoyed the shit out of it just because like me and him are like the same wavelength when it comes to like Instagram reels and shit like that. Like we're just like spewing out memes like we're a fucking meme generator, just having a good old time. Like, but like keeping like a nice like 9-10 pace, like getting our heart rate up and just putting in the miles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's actually a good idea. I'm gonna take that idea, the dice one. That's actually gonna be nice. I'll do it with Kian.
Dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I want to do more in the future with you guys, like you, Keen, all like the even some Spark, because those Spark motherfuckers run a lot.
Yeah, they do. They keep.
Oh my god,
it's awesome.
I thought I ran a lot, and then the one dude's like, "Yeah, I did 250 miles last month." I'm like, "Huh? I barely did 100."
He said, "Hold up."
It took me like I had to hustle the last day for the 100-mile hit. 250. Holy shit.
And then, like you said, though, it's like when you're around people like that, it just inspires you to like, dude, I can do that too. If they can do it, why not me? You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's that organic, natural competition you want, you know?
100%.
That friend of me, I guess is the easier term to say it, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. But that's why I like NERC. Like, you can ask Keen. Every time we go to NERC, it's like, Keen's like, you putting the gas on today? I'm like, Every NERC run for me is like a high threshold run, because like there's so many people out there that I can catch up to, or like I see like the next person I could push myself to. It's like I want to run like a 720, 710, 5 miler just to like, one, I can do it. 2, I want a good ass workout, and 3, I like competing against all those front runners because those guys are fast.
Dude, I forget one guy he easily did like a 630, dude. It is like,
dude.
Easily there's people in there that are 630s, maybe even under that.
There's this kid named Dietz, and he's fast as shit.
Dietz.
He
got the D's. Oh, D's, like D's nuts?
No. I think it's DEITZ or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I met him a couple nurses ago, and I've been trying to like. He's like a quiet guy, so I'm trying to talk to him more. And he's like, yeah, I'm trying to talk more. I was like, you can talk my ear off. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, right.
I was like, you're fast as fuck. I'm trying to run with you, dude. I'm trying to get up that speed. And he has a buddy he always runs with. I always see those two. So it's like I enjoy seeing like you, Keen, Dietz, all of them. It's like, all right, I'm like, I know we're gonna get a good workout in tonight. Like I can't wait for some summertime. Sunset 5 miler, like 720 bangers.
Dude, I'm bringing beer right after.
I want to be sweating dicks. I want to take one of those shitty ass sweaty photos Barry does every time. Not get the energy, the energy cup, and then just do whatever after.
Yo, and then again, it's just so fun. It's fun.
Barry, your photos aren't shitty. I meant like just like the usual what we do.
Oh, I thought you meant just like the selfie, like sweating, like fucking sweat on the screen.
No, I like the way Barry edits like the group photos. Like it's fucking awesome. Like, I like being a part of that group and being like, hey, we all suffered for whether they did a 5K or 5 miles.
No, it's all, and I actually need to get them on too. Barry and Michael, they're good people.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, one day. Actually, I haven't been to the NERC ones honestly in a while. It's too many people sometimes. Yeah, I like the Spark, and the smaller ones. Maybe because I'm just like a more personal person. I like to talk to.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but no, again, it's just having the options, like you said, to go out there and do it. And actually, I wanted to ask too, like for Performance VA, like do you plan on what are your goals for the future? Do you want to host your own races and stuff? Do you want to host?
Yeah. Well, now we're finally on this topic.
Yeah, I know. How to say.
Well, it's like you got to figure out who I am before we jump to that. Sure. So you want?
Go ahead. Yes, please. Right. Go ahead. Yeah.
So, what he's talking about is like I am the founder of Perform VA. Perform VA is a nutrition coaching sort of overall coaching company I started because I didn't have anything when I was learning how to run, when I was learning how to eat properly, when I was understanding nutrition. So it's a company I started in April of 2024. We just became legal as of December 2024. I guess I got my LLC in North Carolina and shit like that. So you have to get your EIN. Thanks, government. Fuck taxes.
Yeah, dude, fuck that, dude. It's just theft.
Jesus,
it's not even legal. Well, they try. It's not even legal theft. It's just theft.
It's ridiculous.
Actually, that was crazy. Yeah, I think was it the Department of Government Efficiency just entered. They're going to audit the IRS. I'm like, oh damn, they needed an audit, motherfuckers.
Yeah, seriously.
And the Federal Reserve, I think they're gonna try to go next, but we'll see how that goes.
It's all fucked.
You're right. Fucked. We're sending money for condoms in Gaza, right?
Yeah, essentially.
I hope they're golden ones at least. Like, come on, bling bling.
I don't know what they are. I'm not using them.
I know, right? Oh, but sorry, go back to. But so Performance 2024 officially.
Yeah, so December 2024, we became official, and like. Like a lot of people, they say they kind of fuck up the name. So it's like Perform, and then VA stands for Virginia. Cause like me moving up here and like trying to establish something here. It's like I could take the VA off and just be like, oh, perform. But it's like it's already been here. It's already been a thing. So it's just helping enhance performance. It's like I want to be there to motivate you. I want to be there to help practice your discipline. We do check-ins every Monday, so it's weekly or bi-weekly if people want to. We do macro plans. I help design running plans for people. I'm working on getting my personal trainer in April here, so I'll be able to start doing creating like workout regimens for people. That's not something I've dipped in yet because I don't want to be like these fucking 19-year-olds who are in college who say they're a fucking personal trainer and have barely experienced anything. So I want to be able to get the certification, utilize it, and then start creating programs that I understand are effective and have been studied to be effective.
Gotcha.
That's the way with nutrition. Like initially, like I wasn't doing nutrition things when I got it. Like I was trying to understand the nutrition for myself. Like I tried to do it on myself before I started running it for clients, so that I wasn't just like, hey, I got the certification now. I'm gonna start writing bullshit that I have no idea what I'm talking about. So it's like I started practicing it more, and like I have some clients that have lost significant amount of weight. Like I had one client, he dropped 24 pounds in 3 months, and now he's in a bulking phase. He's doing phenomenal. Um, I have a couple clients that are just starting their weight loss journey, and when I wrote out how many calories they're supposed to eat, like they're like, "Oh my god, it's a lot." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you work out and you get over 10,000 steps." I'm like, "It's gonna fucking work." And like they have like this initial scare of like I'm eating more calories than I did before. I gained like 4 or 5 pounds of weight, which is just water weight.
Oh, okay.
And then when everything balances out and they drop 8 pounds the next week because all that water weight disappears and they actually start losing body fat, like that's when they start trusting the program.
Yeah.
That's why I tell them like, listen, just trust me. I'm not lying to you.
Yeah.
Science is not lying. If you're outputting more than you're inputting, you're going to lose fat. But as long as we maintain like 1 gram or greater per pound of protein, you're going to maintain your muscle as long as you're working out too. So it's like I try to bring full transparency when I write these programs. I also create PDFs to help educate people on understanding nutrition facts, like looking at a nutrition label and understanding what you're looking at. Not just being like, oh, hey, there's this many carbs. Okay, all right, well, how much dietary fibers in there? How many net carbs do we have? Like understanding what those truly mean. And when it comes to dietary fibers, there's insoluble and soluble. So sometimes those dietary fibers are actually still processed in the body, and some of them just don't get processed and get shit out. So like there's so much more to nutrition than people think. It's like, and I try to create transparency in PDFs, check-ins. People can ask me questions. We utilize the Log8 app, which is a meal tracking app. So it's a coaching app. You can track your meals. You can do check-ins on there. You can upload progress pictures. Phenomenal app.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, and they're brand new. I think the last year. Like the head guys will talk to you via the support.
Oh,
so. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we try to bring to the table, and like I'm trying to do more in Virginia Beach now. And I've been to a couple of the gyms, and everyone's like, "Oh, no one's really looking for a nutrition coach. They want a personal trainer." I'm like, "Okay, well, how do they eat?"
Exactly right.
Because like, do you want to know why I got the nutrition coach certification?
Why?
So one of my coworkers one day said, "Brenden, you run a lot, but you eat like shit." And you know what my brain said? Sweet. I'm gonna go get educated now. And I got that. And then one of my coworkers, she was like, "Hey, I'll be your first client." So I took her under my wing, and she's done great. And from there, I just built the company, and I've started getting clients. And then when we became legal, we started charging via QuickBooks. So it's like now everything's a fucking invoice, which QuickBooks, I fucking hate it.
Right. Oh, but it's just this clunky system, or
it's just finances just aren't my strength. Like understanding like, sales taxes, stuff like that. And if you do, like, since I'm not doing any physical, you don't charge sales tax, but then you also think about putting away taxes, you get the payment at the end of the year. It's so much shit. My sister is into fucking economics and she helps me a lot. But there's just a lot of things I didn't realize coming into like a solopreneur position, what you have to do. Like doing the social media aspect, ordering the t-shirts for every client. Like I want to make sure every client has a t-shirt. Like
of the perform.
Every client gets one of these, which is Elijah's getting one of these today because him and Keen are the first 2 sponsored athletes from Perform.
Dude, thank you so much, man. Seriously, I appreciate. Like this is awesome. Like you said, let's pop this
crack
open
that bitch
real quick.
open. Show the camera what's in there. Show the goods.
Okay, let's see. We're gonna start off with this right here. We have a nice bookmarker here, and that's actually I actually just started reading up again. Last night. You ever heard of The Rifle?
I've not.
The book. It's a good book. I actually had him on Andrew Biggio, episode 101. If everyone wants to listen, he interviews World War II veterans.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
Dude. So, dude, if you want, I can lend you the books if you
that
want to read.
sounds like a very that sounds like a phenomenal book.
Dude, I was gonna say next time on a run, I'll bring them because you have to read because dude, the stories like again like because they were just like kids, bro, like 18, 19 in Battlefield. Like one of them was a medic seeing like
it's
guts
insane
everywhere. Like
there's a reason they're all fucked up.
oh yeah, it's great. So there's the bookmarker.
Read that bitch. That's my favorite quote.
All right, we got a quote on here that says, "Pages turn, minds grow."
I'm just saying, read some fucking books. I used to hate reading books, by the way.
Really?
I hated reading books all through my teens, all through my early 20s. But my dad reads a fuck ton. I was like, that's so interesting because I've understand that the more I've grown older, the more I become more like him in some aspects. So like, I started reading more and I got addicted to it. Like I have like a library of like 40 books.
Okay, well, what's your main? Is it like more of like mental, like just like health,
a lot of mental fortitude,
Okay.
a lot of motivational books of like understanding people's stories because like I like reading people's stories because it shows facts.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like, hey, you should go out and do this because it's beneficial. It's like, no, this guy ran 100 fucking miles, whatever training. It's like, and everyone's got a dog on like, oh, David Goggins over the top. I don't give a fuck. You didn't do 100 miles and shit your pants and break your legs.
And still keep going.
And still keep going. You didn't fucking do it.
I was gonna say, how's your like? If you don't mind, ask me like, how is your father like this adventurous, like kind of like drive, like you have an addiction to like pushing, like
my father, so he was a cop for majority of his life.
Okay.
He's just very, he just kind of like cutthroat, no bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's sort of, I think that's where I get my aspect from him. It's like my mom is more, I think my mom said when my dad was younger, he's more adventurous, but like the more he came into like the father thing, he's more like protective of the kids and stuff like that. Where like I definitely got like his aspect and like my grandfather on my mom's side, I got the aspect of that adventurous, water based.
Oh, okay.
That's where this all came from of me.
Really? Wait, what did your grandfather do?
He was a milkman. You believe that shit?
You've been milking udders, huh? So it's 92.
So he passed away, I think, when my mother was 16. So I never got to meet him. But like she says, like she sees him in me, like with my outgoingness and like I honestly think I'm more introverted than extroverted. But my girlfriend says differently.
Yeah. No way. You're definitely extroverted for sure.
I am, but I definitely have introverted like aspects. So like I'll spend like all my time by myself at home, but like the second you give me a nerk, game on.
Yeah.
I'm fucking chatting my social battery away. I'll fucking drain myself of energy talking to people and like getting a good run in. But I'm that's generally where my mom says I get my stuff. Okay. It's like my dad and like her father. Obviously, it's like a combo of the two.
That's crazy. A milkman, just milking life. Got that.
Milkman, dude.
Dude, that is what.
That sounds like a baller ass job.
That's all I'm saying. Like, yo, I'm the milkman. What you want?
It's like whole milk, 2%.
He probably was a pimp,
fat-free.
honestly. Just slaying all the ladies out there. Hey, I got some milk for you. Ding. Or whatever that is.
Nana, don't listen to him.
Yeah. He's just a crazy kook. I joined his podcast.
Don't listen to him.
No, but it's just, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's cool to know your history of, your family. It's like,
100%.
Really understand, like you said, who you are as an individual. Because, you know what I mean? Like you said, you get older, you realize you're more like your father. You're like, oh, dang, Mike.
It's also the best thing about history. It's like, if we don't know history, then we're going to continue making the same mistakes, no matter what aspect, family, business, country, religion, anything. Like, if you don't know the history of this, we're destroying history now, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Then the same mistake is going to keep happening. We're going to be doing the same exact shit, same exact fallout every time. It's going to be like a continuous thing.
Yeah. And this, like you say, it's weird that it's just like they're trying to erase history, but it's like, wait, how do we grow?
There's
we don't
there's
know,
aspects of history with, I agree with that. We don't need to acknowledge anymore, but we don't really need to fucking erase it. We need to remember that it happened.
Yeah, exactly. How do we learn from the Civil War?
Yeah, the Confederacy.
Yeah.
There are people who still deny the Holocaust. Are you fucking stupid?
Are you fucking stupid?
Are you fucking stupid?
It's just like, are you fucking stupid?
Oh my God. Like, it's stuff like that. It's like, I want it to be on paper and be presented so that people can understand where we've come from and where we are going now. Because we're going in a shitty direction right now.
How you feel about the whole AI? Like ChatGPT?
It's like one of those things that was eventually become a thing.
Yeah.
I think I think it's taking away from people thinking. I think it takes away a lot. Like when I was younger, it's like you pop open an encyclopedia.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, the whole book's like A to Z. Dude, my dad had that collection. That shit was nice.
What the fuck was it called?
No, I think you're right. Encyclopedia.
No, but there was a specific company that made it. I want to say.
Damn, now you make me want to look it up.
Fuck.
Someone out there, go in the comments and
Yeah, someone
someone
else type that shit in there.
Yeah, I know. I try not to use my phone on here. And that's why, honestly, I can't wait to get my own studio so I can have like a Jamie
Dude,
that go on the side and do this
honestly,
shit for us.
I could do this shit all day. That's why it's like I enjoyed being a part of this because like I know that conversation is I'm strong about conversation.
Yeah.
I'd rather do this than you text me.
Mm-hmm. I'm in the same boat with you.
Yeah.
People would text me these long things. I'm like, dude, just call me. Like, this is no point. This is you. I mean, because nowadays, especially with all texting, people get misconstrued on how you like the pronunciation. People assume,
or even the way if you don't put a period or an exclamation mark, they're like, "Do you hate me?" No,
shut the fuck up.
Just fucking call me.
Yeah. Now I'm starting to hate you.
Don't worry, I do the same shit. When me and Ray first dated, she put a period. I'm like, damn, this bitch hates me. Fuck. Like that was like my initial anxious attachment style when I first got in. I was like, damn, she didn't think that was funny. Fuck.
Yo, dude, I'm
cooked.
Okay. See, like me growing that's something I'm learning too. Is like I used to be so attached when I would just like start talking to girls like when I was growing up.
Attachment
and I was like,
styles are.
That's how it be. I was like,
it's like that's one of the books I read. I was like, I need to understand it more.
Attachment style.
Yeah. So it's I'll send you the link for the book.
Yeah.
It's called Attach, and it explains like your anxious attachment, your
dependency or anything, or just
just talks about
everything.
It just talks about dependency. Talks about like why someone who's attached and someone who's unattached, why you guys don't work so well.
Okay.
You try to grab for more, they want less because of it, so it leads to a toxic cycle. Okay. So, because I used to be very detached, and I had an anxious significant other, that's why that didn't work.
Gotcha.
And then the next one, it flip-flopped. That person was detached. I was more anxious. That didn't work out. And then me and Ray became more secure in ourselves and our relationship. And the more we develop it, the better we've gotten overall.
Being more of your own individual selves and amplifying each other's happiness instead of being the source.
Yeah. Instead of being like, I need to be exactly who this person is. I need to replicate who the fuck they are. Because like me and Ray are our own people. I play with Pokemon cards. She reads her books on her Kindle.
Yeah. A Kindle? Yeah.
I know. Put the fucking Kindle down and get a real paperback.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Smell the paper. Smell the fresh cut wood.
I'm a paperback bitch, okay? I'll read paperback till I die.
No cap, literally. Especially if it's a really good book, I'll go out and buy it. Like,
I need the physical copy. I need that shit.
You ever know a good book I think you would love is you can actually next time I see you if you want to read it. It's called The Go-Giver.
Ooh.
It's a business entrepreneurial thing. It's basically like a little story. This guy, he's a stockbroker and he failed to close this deal with a big company, and then like basically gets this guy who's very knowledgeable and rich, talks to him, and he just learns a lot through that journey. So I would definitely recommend it. It's a good.
No, I'd be done.
Got me off guard. I was like, oh shit, it's pretty dang good.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm trying to. I enjoy the motivational. I did read one business book so far. April, the head of the one that owns Cycle Bar Hilltop, she recommended it to me, and the business. I mean, it's a business book. Like I learned a lot from it, but I was just like, this shit it's not sticking how I want it to stick. Because like my brain, if my brain likes something, I will learn everything about it.
Yeah.
If I don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
And I cannot turn that off. I try as best as I can, and like I tell people a lot of times, I'm like, I'm not lazy. I just don't. My brain does not give a fuck about what you're presenting me, so I'm not going to pay attention. Mm-hmm. And in order to create like attention to like actually pay attention to it, it is very draining for me. So that's why.
No, exactly. And
I love hyper focusing things. Superpower. Yeah. I wish I could control it. I can't.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, what I mean? At least like when you're, people see the passion you have into something like your nutrition, your business, because you want to see people grow and men, women, like see the best version. I mean, what's the point of this life if you're not pushing yourself to see who you?
I agree 100%. Yeah. There's I forget who it was. But there's a significant quote I always talk about. It's like, it's a shame for man not to see like the best form that he is. I'm totally butchering the fuck out of that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Essentially, it's sad to see men and women. It should just be like human beings overall.
Yeah.
But back then they were kind of, they were a little sexist back then. But they're
stay in the kitchen and make a sandwich. All that shit.
See?
Yeah, we got a mafia style boss. See, yeah, you better stay there and make Italian sub. Yeah, extra mayo. See,
it's like it's sorrowful to see people not push themselves to who they truly can be, just because of like environmentally or like family growing up or like financially like. It just sucks. It's like I wish everyone had the opportunities that I've had to get to where I am now. Mm-hmm.
But let me ask: have you read the book "The Power of Your Subconscious Mind"?
I have not.
Yo, Please
The
read
power
that.
of your subconscious mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you that audiobook. I'm telling you that.
Write that shit down.
Yeah, dude. It's a phenomenal book, and I read it like I listen to it every week. I listen to Earl Nightingale.
No.
I'll send you that too. It's a 30-minute basically little upbeat speech he does, and he talks about just the power of your mind and how your perceptions really manipulate your reality.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? And so I don't know if that's something you've diving into a lot with mental health. Is how powerful.
I try to dive into understanding my mind as best I can, not essentially overpowering it, but understanding how to get it to work how I need it to work.
Gotcha. And using your brain to its focus. Because I think a lot. Because this is a conversation I had with a coworker. If people didn't focus on the problem, most 90% of the time, they would be able, and switch that to actually solving.
Yep.
Most of their problems would be
100%
non-existent.
But it's too difficult. That's the harder road for them
to have thought control, and
they think the easier road is taking the one that's more comfortable. That's the issue. We're not uncomfortable enough. We're too comfortable right now, which is it's something that I try to push. It's I want someone to be like, this week sucks. I'm like, good. I hope it does, because next week's gonna be a lot better then. So just pushing yourself through shit that is difficult is going to test you. It's so the next, it's like the SEALs. It's the easy day was yesterday.
Yep. I seen that quote on my coworker. He's a former SEAL. He has that quote. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, that's pretty fucking bad.
I enjoyed the aspect of it because yesterday was fucking. You got through it. Good job. Now today's here.
Yep.
What are we gonna do? You gotta do the same shit. You gotta make a mistake. You gotta sit on the couch and eat those crumble cookies. I did. They were delicious.
Before you got here?
No, that was the other night. Ray's like, what'd you eat? Because usually sometimes when she goes to the bagel baker next to Cycle Bar, she'll type in my phone number.
Yeah.
Like, bing, your order's ready. And I'm in fucking Outer Banks. I'm like, bitch. Getting bagels without me.
Yeah.
So the other night, she went to Esoteric with her friends for wing night. And I sent her the crumble thing. It's like, bing, your crumble's ready. I was like, yeah. How's that fucking feel?
It's all mine now. You got a whole 6-pack for yourself. Bitch, I've actually never had crumble.
Don't do it. It's delicious, but every cookie's 800 calories.
Oh.
Their serving size is a fourth of the cookie you get. And the serving size is usually 250 calories. It's predominantly, it's just a lot of fat in them. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They're delicious.
Damn.
They're not the best cookie I've ever had. Insomnia cookie.
I've never had them either.
Insomnia cookie is so fucking good.
Damn. Where's that? Is there one nearby?
I think there's Norfolk. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
It should be by the Jack Brown's.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn, all right. I might have to swing by
5 years
then.
ago. I remember that from.
Oh shit! Well, you always gotta remember that. It's always deep in your mind. I
was a fat kid. I know where all the food is, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I know where all the food. I used to be a fat piece of shit, dude. I knew where. Oh, you want pizza? Go to Slice in the Outer Banks. Best pizza. It's one of the things when you're big and when you're heavy and you enjoy food as much as I did. Still do love food.
Yeah.
You just know where to go.
You ever heard of S'mores Amore?
No.
In Norfolk.
No.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah. It's they have they have a crumbled graham cracker on the bottom with it's all square, and then it's just the chocolate and the marshmallow on top, and then they'll they'll burn it's made to order, so they'll grab it and they'll toast the top of it for you, and they have a blondie flavor, strawberry shortcake. Oh, it's
any clients who want to join the future. I'm never going to eat there. I'm never going to eat there ever.
We're gonna meet never there. We're never gonna meet there.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna go there on my way home. Fuck no.
Yeah. That's why I do honestly doing the podcast, because it's I met so many restaurants and I need funny random ass ones like that.
Dude, what sounds do you have?
Let's see. Well, these are the original ones. I do have another set. This is why I'm feeling patriotic as fuck.
I fucks with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that kind of sounds like I'm going to college in the National Lampoon times.
National Lampoon? What's that?
You know what I'm talking about?
Is that a movie or am I bugging?
It's a
National Lampoon.
National Lampoon. It's a whole bunch of movies.
Oh, it's a series.
I'm trying to think. It's a fuck. All right, I'm using my fucking phone.
He's using the phone, dude. I can't. One day I'll have a Jamie, and then they'll do it all for us on the screen. That's my goal for the future. There's a lot of things I'm going to do this year. I need to actually get an LLC talking about that as well.
Why the fuck can't I hold up?
Do your thing.
College movies. Van Wilder.
Van Wilder.
Yeah. Animal House. Like those are all National Lampoon movies. That's fucking loud. My bad.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's just the vibe. Picks up the vibrations through the
Yeah.
stand, but
Oh, wait,
you can't control
go through
that.
the rest of
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
go through the rest
yeah,
of your, So this is also the same exact thing that all new clients get. I just
Okay.
I hadn't given him and Keen his yet. I did just order some shirts, but I didn't get y'all shirts yet.
No worries.
I just ordered the night op shirts. Do the night op shirts? You gotta do a night ops run.
Oh, I'm down.
And I think it's like, so one, you gotta pay for it. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
And
but-
two, you have to come do a night ops run because like that's how you earn it.
Exactly. Wait, how long are the night ops? Are those long runs?
It depends.
Oh, okay.
It depends.
Just get there.
What I'm feeling that night.
Oh, let's go. I love stickers.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
No wait, is that the North Carolina? Ah, fuck! I gotta get you a Virginia. So I have. So we have two Perform Athletics. Oh shit! They're both in North Carolina. Fuck. So I had the North Carolina logo and the Virginia logo. I gotta get you a Virginia logo because
Okay.
we live up here.
Yes. Well, I'll represent, and I gotta. Oh, let's go! It comes with a
Wait.
mixer.
I thought I put a business card in there too.
Is
Fuck.
it?
I don't think so. No.
Did I miss? No.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. No. Okay. If
You already
give me
know
a
how to
business
reach
card. Yeah. Well, if anything, I was gonna say I'll pass whenever I know someone who needs a trainer or a nutritionist.
Yeah.
They'll reach
The
out.
trainer part, we'll get there eventually. But like I said, like nutrition, accountability, just helping find out what motivates people, and just like
Yeah.
I think right now rates are between like $75 to $99 a month. Because
That's
like
not bad at all. What?
I had one girl ask me on the other bank, she's like, because I know somebody was trying to charge her $250 a week for nutrition coaching. I was like, what?
$1,000 a month?
Basically. And like I just picked up a client for $100 a month because we had spoken before about the base of it being like 65 and then 35 on top because she wanted like actual like meal plans and stuff like that. I was like, I can recommend things to you.
Yeah.
I was like, but technically I'm not a nutritionist, so I can't write them.
Gotcha.
But I can recommend them to you. So I just recommend what she should be eating.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sitting there and being like, eat exactly this.
Yeah.
Because like, I tried to do that for everybody. Like, but I did essentially a PDF form of like, okay, if you eat 100 grams of ground turkey, this is how much protein is in it. So I try to do like a calorie to protein breakdown of like all your major meats, cheeses, milks, yogurts, protein bars. So it's like I'm just trying to eat more fucking protein. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna lose weight. You're gonna gain lean muscle. We're all gonna look fucking good as shit this summer.
That's the goal.
Because I'm still looking a little thick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little thicker than I want to be right now, but luckily I'm a nutrition.
You were just storing for the winter time, dude.
Yeah. I'm just storing for the winter time, but it's like it's like me when I initially lost all the weight.
Yeah.
Primarily is because of not one, I wanted to look better, and two, I wanted to be more representative of the paramedic you want coming in your home.
Sure.
You want a in shape, confident, knowledgeable paramedic taking care of your family. You don't want some lazy, fat, fucking slow ass, heavily breathing coming to your home when your father or your wife is having a heart attack.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, it's like I want to be the physical like representation of the nutrition coach that people want to hire. So
No, exactly. Like you said, though, it's, you can talk all you want, but it's like, as soon as you go to a trainer and he's fucking 10 times fat, like bigger than you, you're like,
yeah.
I don't know if I'm in the right.
And people will look at me and be like, oh, like you're in decent shape. It's like, yeah, but see where I've come from and then trust the process that I help you get through. Cause like I went from the deepest, darkest parts of my mind to where I am now. Still pretty dark. Depression sucks.
Yeah.
But just understanding physical activity, understanding stretching, breathing techniques, eating properly, like voicing how you're feeling instead of just fucking putting it in the back of your mind and letting it fester. So it's just all those aspects I try to help other people with because no one helped me. So ta-da. Yeah, it comes with a monthly fee. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Everyone relax. Fuck.
I gotta pay bills too.
I gotta pay. Yeah, I gotta pay. It's expensive to live nowadays. Fuck.
Yo, seriously, no cap.
Yeah.
But Brenden, man, we've reached over an hour actually. Dude, Brenden, thank you so much, man. You're fucking.
It's been a great time.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was great hearing, just a scratch of the surface, really, of your story. We kind of just hopped everywhere, but dude, you're more than welcome to come back on anytime, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. Sign me up.
Yes, sir. Hey, and then before we sign off, please let the people know how they can support you, where they can find you, and anything else you'd like to drop. All the floor is yours.
So if you want to come ask anything about the Perform program, you can find us on Instagram at PerPhormVA.
I wish I had the business card now.
We'll put it right here on the
Yes,
screen
perfect.
somewhere here.
Yep.
It'll also probably be in the description.
Yep, it will.
If you just want to learn about how to eat better, if you want to come running with us, go check out Nurk, go check out Spark. He can put that shit in there too. And thank you, Elijah. Dude, this has been,
Thank you.
honestly, dude, I could talk all day. Like, that's the coolest aspect about this. Like, I could talk for 3-4 hours. I would not.
Yeah.
It's just, I like the conversations. It's the best.
Yeah. No, I love, dude. That's why I can't wait until one day where I could do this full time as a job,
100%.
where I could be like, all right, you want to go for 4 hours, bro, and just fucking bullshit.
Yeah, like you said,
I'll
like
have
Joe
Keaton.
Rogan, they'll do like 2 hours. They'll smoke a doink and just fucking eat food. I'm like, I'm not just smoking doinks, but I'm all about eating food.
Yeah. What about a cigar? A nice cigar?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, let's go. I smoked my first cigar last year, actually. It wasn't too bad. I looked like a noob as fuck in the cigar lounge, though. I'm like, man, I'm trying to like fucking,
Seeks.
That's
Cut
my
your fucking finger top off. Did you go to Emerson's? Or
Oh,
where'd you
no,
go?
no. This was, I was in a cruise in the Bahamas, and the cruise line had a cigar lounge and shit. But they were nice, though. They were mad cool, like elegant gentlemen, you know? They had like the whiskey and the glass.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
I do say. They had the monocles and shit.
Yeah.
Not really, but.
It's just the whole whiskey people are weird, dude.
Really? Oh, it's like a culture?
Yeah, it's just kind of like it's like whiskey's their thing.
Yeah.
They're like educated. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, sounds like alcohol to me. I'll drink like 1 Miller Lite twice a year, maybe.
Yeah.
And that's just, I mean, I used to drink when I was younger, but yeah, whiskey people are weird.
Yeah, I drink here and there, but it's more social. I'm not a big drinker anymore. It's just, I don't know. It just
Ocean
doesn't-
Rescue fucked it up for me. I did a lot of
Really?
stupid shit while I was drunk, so I try not to do that shit anymore. I got a real job now, so I can't be doing that type of shit.
You got like lives in your hands and shit. Like,
Yeah, bills to pay, shit like that. So I can't be just throwing that away just for a couple drinks.
yeah, I feel you. Hey, but anything else you want to shout out or?
No, I think that's about it.
All right, man.
Sign up for Perform VA.
Yes, sir. Hey, Brenden, thank you so much again,
course,
as
dude.
always, man. And thank you, everyone, for listening to the podcast. As always, do the best you can for yourself and the people around you, because you know why? You deserve it.
That's right.
Have a good one, and see you next week.
See you guys.